4th chapter, 8th Mishnah. I think we're one before that. Yeah. And we're learning the wisdom of Rabbi Yishmael, the son of Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yossi ben Chalafta. Rabbi Yossi ben Chalafta had, we said, 5 sons, and Rabbi Yishmael was one of them. So let's see a little more of the wisdom of Rabbi Yossi ben Chalafta. Rabbi Yishmael, the son of Rabbi Yossi ben Chalafta. Tuvia Omer, he used to say, do not judge alone. The only one that can judge alone is God. There's only one that can judge alone, and that's God. Don't say everyone has to accept what I say, because they have free will and you don't. What is this talking? Let's see. Our Mishnah is bringing another Maimer of Rabbi Yishmael, the son of Rabbi Yossi ben Chalafta. Doesn't say Chalafta here. Umamshich ba azharot l'dayan. It's telling more warnings to judges. Let me move this thing over here 1 second. Oh, sorry. There we go. Oh. Warnings to the judges. What is it saying to the judges? Here it goes. Rabbi Yishmael, son of Rabbi Yossi, says, Hoy Omer, do not judge alone. Af alpi, even though she midin Torah, that according to the law of the Torah, a expert judge is allowed to judge alone, called mumcha l'rabim. Nevertheless, he should not judge alone. Mikol makom, nevertheless, midas chasidus. It is better, and it is midot chasidut, if you want to be specially close to the Creator, then even an expert judge should not sit alone in judgment. But he should add 2 more people with him. Why? Because there's 3, then they can debate, and they can bring a true result. Therefore, don't judge alone. If 2 people come and ask you for your advice, and they say that they want to make what they call a pshara, they wanted to make an agreement, then it's okay. You're giving advice, but it's saying don't judge alone. It's better. You can, 100%, permissible 100%, but don't. We'll see this a little bit later. A person should not trust himself 100%. She'ein dan yachidi al echad, because the only one that can judge is the one, the Kodesh Baruch Hu, God. Shehu yachid ba'olamo, he is alone in his world. That's why it's called echad. Ba'al tomar, you should not say imam t'chabercha, with the other friends, shetzarafta, these 2 other people that you joined, took together with you, chokim, if they disagree with you and they do not what you said, don't say to them, hey, listen, fellas, I just took you to be with me because I just want to be 100% nice guy and religious and 100% sure, but really I don't need you. I could have done this thing alone. And now you're disagreeing with me? Don't say you have to accept my opinion. I could have judged alone. I didn't have to join you with me, right? But you did join 2 other people to judge with you. You picked them. So if so, they have to be, meaningful. They have to be actual, not just, statues. Shehem Rashoyim, they have the option to accept your opinion if they want to, or if they say that you have to accept their opinion. They're the majority. True, you're wise with them. You can put them in your small pocket, but it doesn't make any difference. You accepted them. You have to go according to the majority rule, not you. You cannot force them to accept your opinion. So since you joined them to be with you, these 2 other judges, therefore it is only fitting that the law should be decided according to the majority. Like we said, achrei rabim lahatot. Next Mishnah, please. Rabbi Yonatan. Who's Rabbi Yonatan? We'll find out in a minute. Rabbi Yonatan used to say, anyone who does the Torah who fulfills the Torah from when he's poor, so for in the end he will do the Torah from richness. And anyone who mevatel the Torah, who does not do the Torah because he is so rich, what do I need you for, God? I have enough money on my own. In the end, he will reject the Torah from poverty. Harsh words, but true advice. Let's see. Rabbi Yonatan, this Rabbi Yonatan that we're talking about, he was one of the pupils of Rabbi Yishmael that we just spoke about. Rabbi Yishmael, the son of Rabbi Yossi Bar Chalafta. V'hu aya davek b'Torahs Rabo. One second. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Yes, that's right. And he was very, very faithful to the learning, what he learned from his teacher. Shaya Omer, that he said, Dibra Torah b'lashan b'nei Adam. That his teacher used to say that the Torah sometimes speaks in the language of people. Benigud, not like what Rabbi Akiva said. The Rabbi Akiva said every single letter in the Torah was meaningful. You could learn. Milvad except b'mishnatenu eino nizkar yoter b'mishnah. Except in our Mishnah, he's never mentioned again in the Mishnah this name of Rabbi Yonatan. This is the only place in the whole Mishnah or Gemara where he's mentioned this Rabbi Yonatan. But on the other hand, his name is mentioned a lot of times in the Mechilta. Mechilta is a midrash, and also in Sifri. Sifri is also a midrash on Bamidbar and Dvorim, but he's mentioned in Bamidbar. These are midrashi halachas. These are midrashim and laws that came from the base of midrash of Rabbi Yishmael. In this saying that Rabbi Yonatan is going to say here, Rabbi Yonatan comes to warn us that a person should not withhold himself from learning Torah because either he is poor or because he is too rich. Right? We'll see, it's very common. A person is poor. He says, listen, I have a family to provide for. I have to work. I can't learn Torah. I have to work all the time, morning to night. On the other hand, you can have a person that's rich, and he said, listen, I can't learn Torah. I have these big business deals coming through. I'll give money to charity. But, I would, listen, the telephone's ringing here, a big deal. Yes, okay, give 3 billion, I'll take it. Close the door. See, I can't sit and learn Torah. I'll miss big deals like that. Says, no excuses. Rabbi Yonatan says, call him Makayim at the Torah, a person who does the Torah from poverty, Shevlim that even though he is poor, V'savlo, and he is suffering, Dagatov Tiradato Kol Yom, and he has to worry and, make an effort all day to provide parnasa, to provide, livelihood. Nevertheless, sit times for Torah. Even if it's 5 minutes in the day, 5 minutes in the evening. In the end, if you do that, you will do Torah mitzvahs from richness. Atid hu lasok b'Torah, you will do the Torah mitoch harvacha v'shalva, from plenty and in peace, shalvat nefesh. Lo teres, you won't have to worry about money. Call him avatal the Torah, but anybody who negates the Torah from richness, shemirov tirdasov v'asakib, because he's so busy, as whom avatal limud Torah, he can't learn the Torah. Very common, right? You get a call. Hello, this is Joe. I got this big business deal. I just can't come. I got a big meeting tonight. It's a board meeting. I just can't learn Torah. I got a business trip. I got to go to Chicago. So he ends up never learning Torah. And finally, if a person like that, atid hu levatel la Torah, he will not learn the Torah because he'll be so poor. And now he's going to have to go scrounging for money. V'yesh omrim, some people say, she'en lefarish at the Mishnah, she'kol ha'makayim es Torah ba'oni sofa le'dios asher. We should not say like we just said. Some people don't interpret it that way. That if you learn the Torah when you're poor, then you'll be rich. And if you don't learn the Torah when you're rich, then you're going to be poor, right? Why? First of all, this is a very bad motivation there. The Torah is not, God is sitting up there in heaven and he's, with all of his angel friends, he's looking down and says, hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy. I gave him a couple million. Look what he's doing. Throwing the Torah away. That's it. Checks him off. Gives him a black thing. And the angels say, hey, look over there. Look at Shmerel. Look at that. He hasn't got any money and he's learning Torah. God says, yeah, you're right. Okay, we'll give him a nice circle, He's got an X. That's not the way God works. And we see it's not the way God works. Shari rolling, because we can see that there's people who do the Torah from poverty and they remain poor and they never get rich. And also we see that there's a lot of people that are really bad people, right? Rishoyim, and that they live to be 99 years old and they're rich. So therefore we can't learn the Mishnah in the simple way. Elo perish adavar means she'ish hamakayim at the Torah, a person who does the Torah from poverty. Please scroll up a little bit. Af ilu haya ashir lo haya nimna melakayma says even if he was rich, he also would not hold himself back from learning it. But can't call him a vatlas Torah me'osher, and also a person who does not learn the Torah despite the fact that he is rich, in other words, that his richness causes him to not learn Torah, then a type of person like that, even if he'd say, listen, my problem is I got so much money, I'm just so busy, I just can't do it. So even when he doesn't have any money, he's also not going to learn the Torah. Kolomar, she'en litlot kiyumo shel Torah umavitlo shel oshro shel adam v'lo aniut v'lo bezikaso nafshis l'Torah Hashem. Elo bezikaso b'Torah. In other words, what's he saying? No excuses. That's the point. No excuses. If you say the reason that you don't learn the Torah is because you're poor, then the fact is even if you're rich, you're not going to learn the Torah. And if you say the reason is because I'm rich, then that's just an excuse. The riches are not keeping you from learning Torah. Because even if you were poor, you wouldn't learn Torah. The whole idea is where your soul is. Somebody once told me, a very wise person, he said, time is will. Will. If you want to do something, you'll always have time. And if you don't really want to do it, then you'll never find the time. They say, there's a saying, says, if you want anything to get done, ask a busy person. If you want something to get done, ask someone who's busy, because someone who's not busy never has time. That's what it says. So we have two explanations. One explanation is if you do the Torah when you're poor, eventually you're going to be rich and do the Torah. And if you don't do the Torah when you're rich, you're going to become poor. Okay, that's sort of harsh. Another way is if you do the Torah when you're rich, then you'll do it whether you're rich or you're poor. And if you don't do the Torah when you're rich, you won't do it whether you're rich or poor. It doesn't depend on money at all. It just depends on your attitude. Another explanation, Kol HaMakayim as a Torah me'ones of the Kaim le'osher, shu zoche liot samech bechelko. Means if you do the Torah when you are poor, then you will be rich. What does it mean? What did we learn before? Who was a rich person? That he's happy with what he's got. Then you'll be really happy learning the Torah. You'll say, thank God, maybe I don't have money. I would sure like money, but at least I have the Torah. The Torah makes me happy. Like Ben Zoma said, Ezu Asher, who was a rich person? A person who was happy with what he has. Very good. Now let's learn a little bit of the laws of Shabbos. We're learning the laws of Muktzah.